I'm always on the lookout for patterns. And today I want to show you a pattern of a ridiculously similar goal between Alexis, Lafreniere, and McDavid. And what is super cool is when I see really skilled NHLers execute something, I often ask, well, what is that? Is that a learnable pattern? And should we break it down and study it? Well, the answer to that is yes. I'm super impressed with Lafreniere using these mechanics. It seems like his confidence is allowing him to express some truly elite mechanics that we see embodied in an NHL game level, just like McDavid. So let's break down what this specific pattern is, what the mechanic stack is, and just talk about how challenging it is, and also how you can break it down so you can learn it yourself. So McDavid and Lafreniere have a similar setup, which is Lafreniere is in a corkscrew. He's got his feet wide. Now McDavid, if we watch his clip, isn't quite in a corkscrew. He's in a soft drag. He's dragging this here. So we can see he's quite wide here, and Lafreniere, we'll see here, is also wide. So that's like the starting point of their mechanic here. They both have the puck on their forehand. They're both lefties, so that pattern continues. Okay, and then the same thing that they both do something really similar here, which is we call this a Kane drag. Now a toe drag is where you tilt your toe, you rotate your blade and then pull directly in with the toe. And that is a high risk play. Why? Because your toe is quite narrow. If you're just relying on your toe to control the puck, it's possible, but it is more likely to be lost or bobbled or something. So what really great players do to make things simple for themselves under a lot of pressure is they focus more on the root of their puck and then create what's called a Kane drag, where it looks like a toe drag, and you create the same root as it, but you do it while reducing your risk of a bobble. So let's watch here. So both McDavid and Lafreniere, what they do is they pull the puck back as they step onto the outside edge of their right foot. So watch that. They both pull back, and they both step onto their outside edge of their right foot. As they do that, the puck comes in very tight to their feet. You can see the same thing here. And then what happens is, because it comes in super tight to their feet, they're able to get it in really tight here. And then because they're just going to the other side of the defender, that puck can slide right in behind them. And there's only inches, but they're able to get by. So isn't that great? That just behind the feet, and then also for McDavid, just behind the feet. Okay, and then the last part of this is that they very smoothly move it from that move, and they one-touch it off their backhand. So I will adjust the clip a little bit here, and you'll notice that they both go here. It's a one-touch from forehand to backhand, and then it's top shelf, forehand side. So it's the same thing for Lafreniere, from forehand to backhand, and it's a very, very similar pattern. So like I said, when you see patterns, when you see similarities, it's always worth studying, it's always worth noting, and very impressed by what Lafreniere is doing here, especially to match mechanics of this guy here. If I was to push it, I would say that Lafreniere could get more comfortable on his outside edge, like even more. He's already very good at this, but we do see a little bit of difference with McDavid. And of course, this is always context dependent, so maybe he didn't need to be on that outside edge. It's just that that is something standout-ish, an anomaly, and we always like to study the anomalies, and that's what McDavid has there. So I hope you found this insightful, and if you notice patterns like these, it's always useful to get them on the Coach app and study it and break it down and figure out what are these commonalities, how can I learn them too. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.